I actually think that I kind of mentioned it before, but I think there is a class issue to Python as well. Python is
Yeah,
very middle class. It is
yeah.
very, and either you're going to like it or you're going to naturally dislike it because it's middle class.
I don't know if that. I mean, no, I think you're right. As a
Yeah.
general
Uh,
observation, I think that's true. I
mm,
don't think if that's the case. I don't know if that's my personal objection to it
okay.
because, as I said, I do like a lot of other
Yeah.
very middle class, university educated, for want of a better
Exactly.
word,
So I
humor
mean,
like Blackadder, like you mentioned
yeah,
before. I
exactly.
love Blackadder,
Well,
and that's
did
quite
you?
annoying too. When
Well,
people, I was one of those kids who went around quoting
okay.
Blackadder at school, so I was doing the exact same annoying thing that you were
Yeah.
doing with Monty Python, but with Blackadder. So
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know, I was doing it. Yeah,
But
it's the same
40
muscles getting
Towers.
used.
What's your thought of 40 Towers?
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I'd much sooner have been watching that than Monty Python.
Exactly. I know.
I love Faulty Towers, and
Yeah.
I think it's probably. I mean Faulty Towers is obviously a
Mm.
much more conventional comedy than Monty Python's Flying Circus,
Yeah.
without a doubt, because it is kind of it's not even deconstructed. It is just a really well made example of what it is. I mean, there may be an
Mm.
element of we're doing this on purpose, we're doing it like, we're doing
Yeah.
it knowingly, but it's so well written
Yes.
as a sitcom. The farce is
Hmm.
so beautifully constructed. The jokes are brilliantly constructed. It's so well done that it's like
Mm.
it works. And even if it is done sort of with a slight sneer or ironically or whatever, which I don't think it is, but
Yeah.
even if it was done with that in that frame of mind, I don't care because it works.
Mm.
So
So,
I love 40
yeah.
Towers.
Okay. What about Time Bandits?
Uh, it's okay. Yeah, Terry Gilliam's films, other films, later films
Mm.
after this, as a solo director, because of course he's had a very long
Yeah.
career. I find him
Exactly.
pretty hit and miss. I've
Yeah.
liked some of his films. I like The Fisher King.
Hmm.
I like 12 Monkeys. I like that one he did a couple of years ago with finally got his Don Quixote movie made, didn't he,
Yeah.
with
Exactly.
Jonathan
Yeah.
Pryce.
Mm.
I like
Hmm.
that. I thought that was quite good, and Adam Driver I think was in it as well.
Yeah.
I like that. I quite enjoyed that film.
Mm.
Partly just
So,
out of
so there's
relief, like thank God he finally got to make that
in some
movie
ways there's
straight.
elements of Python humor you do enjoy, but
Well,
the
perhaps
core of
repurposed and
Python.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe. I mean, yeah, I'm sure. I mean,
Mm.
of course. I mean, I've not, I mean, in that long suppressed memory of the mid '90s when I was at
Mm.
University of Essex visiting a friend and somebody made me
Yeah.
put a gun in my head, but I
Tortured
was
you into
yes, they
watching.
tortured me with at least three or four Monty Python episodes. I think I said six earlier. It's gone down to three or
Yeah.
four. Um, quite a few episodes in a row, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, for fuck's sake. But there were some, even in that, there was the odd sketch that I quite liked. Kind of I
Yeah.
mean, something like what was the one? What was the sketch? I think it was called The Bishop. It was like a sort
Yep.
of detective spoof thing,
Hmm.
but with a bishop. It was yeah, it
Right.
was kind of
Okay.
that was quite funny.
Mm.
Something about that made me laugh. But
The
and
Spanish
again
Inquisition.
though, again, Spanish Inquisition, Parrot Sketch, Lumberjacks, all
Yeah.
this stuff. I know all
Yeah.
this stuff through osmosis. I know all this
Hmm.
stuff because everybody knows all this stuff,
Spam.
and it's yeah, I know all this stuff. I don't. It's like it's not even. It doesn't even have to be funny at that point. It's like Del Boy
Yeah.
falling through the bar. Everyone knows that.
Yeah. Hmm.
Uh, Blackadder saying something about the size of Baldrick's brain. There are
Yeah.
certain tropes, or not even tropes, certain
Mm.
memes in British comedy
Yeah.
that we all kind of grew up with. It's like baked beans. It's just there. It's
Yeah.
just in the background. It's just kind of it's
Hmm.
just baked beans. Why is it like baked beans?
Mm.
That was probably
Simple,
a
basic, but lovely.
yes, yes, but very familiar and very
Yeah.
comforting, and the kind of
Homely.
yeah, the cosmic background microwave radiation of comedy that we all kind of grew up in.
Hmm.
Um, and some of that is Monty Python stuff, and it's not that
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit down and watch the parrot sketch on YouTube because
Mm.
I don't need to. I probably know it because
Yeah.
again the joke is just well that's a good example of the repetition thing. It's just like how many ways can we say the parrot is dead?
Dead. Yeah.
That's the joke,
Yeah.
and it's like how long can you keep that going for really before it gets I don't
Mm.
know, whatever. But yeah, again, your mileage may vary. I mean, for some people, the sketch probably
Yeah.
isn't long enough. For me, it's probably a bit too. But it's there. I don't even. It's so much part of our cultural hinterland that I don't even have to have an opinion on it. You know what I mean?
No.
It's like do you like the Beatles? Well, I mean,
Yeah.
everyone likes the Beatles.
Well, surprisingly, there
Or
are some people out there that don't. So,
well,
I know.
actually, yeah. Do you know what? I've just undone
We're
my
not
whole.
one of them. We both love the Beatles.
I mean, Well, do you know, I just realised I'm on the precipice of undoing my entire argument here because I was
Go on
about to
then.
say who doesn't. Well, I just said who doesn't love the Beatles, and you just
Yeah,
said, well, some
there
people
are.
don't. And I
Yeah.
was about to say, well, they're just contrarian wankers.
Mm.
So why don't you tell me why don't you tell me just stepping back from that precipice now. Hope
hmm
you can still hear me from over there.